Liverpool won. Nottingham Forest won. Yeah, missed chances. You say great goalkeeping. I don't know. What do you guys say, man? I am gonna do it as a calling, but I'll get you guys in one at a time. I'll wait for the rest of the man them to join if they're joining. Big up to everyone locked in already, man. I see you guys in the building. What I'll do, I'll give everyone an equal amount of time as much as I can, and then we'll run it, man. But yeah, for me, man, yeah, missed points, drop points, whatever you want to call it. We had enough chances today to kill this team. They played well defensively, to be fair to them, but we had way too many chances, man. Like, this is crazy, man. Like, no, man. Big up you guys in the chat, man. Love for the love, guys. Love for the love. No, man. You guys let me know, bro. You guys have to tell me, bro, because I don't want to say too much, bro. I think Chiesa should have come on and got some minutes in the game. I feel like, what does he need to do? What does he actually need to do to get some minutes in the Premier League right now? Man played the other day, and is that it? You're not good enough to play again? Like, what's actually going on? You're not good enough to play now. Like, we had the other guy on the other side just stinking up the whole game. Stinking performance. But we're just like, nah. No, eventually we'll get a goal. This is diabolical, man. But I want to know what you guys think, because I feel like every time I speak about certain players, man, them always get all emotional. So I'm gonna put the link in. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I'll get you in one at a time, and we'll chop it up, man. Whoever wants to jump in. That's the link. Let me make sure I pin it before that link just disappears. That's the link, bro. Run it, bro. I want to hear what you guys have to say. What you guys have to say about the game, bro. How many shots did we have? Big up. Love for the love, peeps. Love for the love. Make sure you guys are smashing the like on the way in. All right, let me get Ibrahim in the building first and foremost. Big up, broski.
Yo, what you saying?
I'm good, man. Chilling, bro. But I know I need you to be honest with me, man. What's going on with the king, bro? King can just miss bare chances there. We good.
Mate, one thing that's annoying me is Slot's favoritism towards certain players. That's what's annoying me the most. Kanate, that's one of them.
Right.
I definitely would have taken off Salah today, because Nico Williams had him in his pocket the whole game.
Shin pads, bro. He just
had him. And plus, I think Chiesa would have been more direct in it. So, and plus he's right-footed, so it would have been something different for Nico Williams to deal with. But I'm not even angry, because I think we're lucky. Most of the teams that are competing with us are rubbish. Like Arsenal, we're lucky. Like, if I'm being real, but
no, listen,
I still think we'll win the league. But we are crying out for a centre forward, in my opinion. Anyway,
we're making it difficult for ourselves, dropping points.
Literally,
we had some good chances. Look, I'm not going to complain about like the blocked ones, right? Because the blocked
no.
Yeah, players are going to block it and stuff.
I'm not. It's not even a second half performance that's annoyed me. It's the first half. We've been so bad, and it's not even this game. It's like so many times this season, our first half performances have not been it's not been good enough.
I don't know what we need to do to change what's going on, bro. But
I don't know.
What's that? Man United draw now. We've now drawn against these lot. Look,
it's not even this draw that's pissed me off. It's the United one that's pissed me off, to be honest. It's not even this.
We didn't even turn up in that one. It takes a substitution from obviously Jota and Tsimikas to come and change.
Mate, I was literally screaming for Jota to come on from the 50th minute. Literally, mate, I'm telling you.
Who was the worst player in the pitch for you today?
Me.
For
Gakpo. In my opinion, Gakpo. Gakpo. Arguably Gakpo. Salah. Those are my two. Gakpo was horrible, especially in that first half. It was horrible.
I'm trying to think because obviously I watched it. I'm trying to think what he actually did. Like,
He did nothing. Ole locked him up. He's a quality right back, but come on, man. Like, Aina locked him up. Nah, but Murillo, oh my days, man. We need to be that could be the I wouldn't say Van Dijk replacement. No one replaces Van Dijk, but he can be like I think if Van Dijk leaves, that's the first guy we've got to go get, in my opinion.
nah, he's good, bro. And I could like how he played today was really good.
Yeah,
But
so good, man.
he's composed, isn't he? He's one of them little composed centre backs, bro. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Liverpool's a big club, man. For Forest, it's all well and good. You know what I mean? But if you're Liverpool and
I think he's ready for that sort of move. I think anyway. But
all right, then, bro. Big up, man. Let me get the next man to me, bro.
yeah.
Love for the love, man.
Love.
Appreciate it. Big up, bro. Yeah, man. Gakpo and Salah, bro, the two guys on the pitch today was non-existent. Big up, my bro. Ski, what you telling me, man?
Man, you're right.
Talk to me, man. What's going on? JP, you're next, yeah?
That is unbelievably frustrating, man. Because I mean, it you know we're hard to score against, but we're easy to score against. You know what I'm saying? Because that goal was unbelievably easy to one time, but they created. Oh, hold on. Do you remember right after the goal when Murillo had that shot?
Mm.
If that went in, I was throwing my TV out the window. Like I almost lost my whole head. But outside of that, they did sweet football. Like this is not a good team. Like I'm not trying to be salty, but did you see after we scored, they completely shut themselves. Like I saw panic on their faces, bro. But the way we performed in that first half, bro, I'm sorry. One person who's having a stinker go under the radar. He wasn't the worst player on the pitch. McAllister today. Oh my word. Oh my word. Soboslai, I applaud because he actually turned it up in the second half. But McAllister was woeful today. The worst player on the pitch, though, Diaz. I'm sorry, man. Do you remember that counter we had where Murillo just like that was you cannot fluff that. You cannot fluff that. This Diaz at 9 thing, it can work, but not against the low block. You need a team. You need Diaz at 9 works when there's space running behind. Because when Diaz drops deep, we were getting bullied in that first half, bro. And this is what teams are going to do in the second half of the season now. Liverpool, on the spot football, runs to the midfield, congest the middle. We and now because our two wide men, I mean, Salah today, wow. And it's not, wow. Like that was, that was bad. That was bad. That was bad. Oh, dude. And now the problem is when you congest the middle, our wingers are not like they love to cut inside. We don't have. This is why I'd have played Diaz on the wing. Like in my opinion, the first sub should have been I'd have taken off Gakpo, put Diaz on the wing. If Chiesa can't get minutes in a game like this, is that not exactly what you buy an attacker for? Like a reserve attacker to come on and change the game. But listen, after 60 minutes, we absolutely peppered them. I mean, Murillo and Sells, that was 2019 Ali and Van Dijk, bro. Like, wow, like what? Sells today, it thing is, it's both. It's great goalkeeping, but also just poor. Yeah, it's also just poor shooting, man. Diaz at 9 against the low block, I don't want to see it again. Please keep that away from me. In terms of going forward, do I have any long-term concerns? A little bit. The midfield. Thing is, like I said, soft football runs to the midfield. Bro, we're gassing out in fucking Jan. It's Jan, and we're gassing a little bit, dude. I mean, Gravenberch by March, he's gonna be dropping stink after stink after stink after stinker, and we're gonna say, oh, the form dipping, he was overperforming. No, he can't get rest, dude. He just cannot get rest, dude. I mean, Yates, listen, Farstar, you almost have to respect it, man. They know what they are, man. They're dirty, they're filthy. I mean, I counted at least 15 fouls that should have been given that weren't given. Like, that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to make the game scrappy. And this is what I was saying yesterday to Zuberi when he said you wanted to play Endo. Bro, Endo would have gotten even. You cannot beat them at their game. You cannot beat them at their own game. We had to play football. And the thing is, they were so content to just stand in their box and just watch us pass it around. That first hour was unbelievably flat, and the goal was so soft. Thing is, they didn't create anything, but when you get a chance against Liverpool, you'll score it. Conversation about Allison, maybe, but when you get a chance against Liverpool, you will score it. Incredibly frustrating, but like I think Ibrahim previously said, Chelsea stink. Um, Arsenal stink. We smell a bit better. Like we smell like piss, but they smell like cock. Like we stink a little bit less. It's like La Liga where Barca and Madrid just dropping points really like it's going to be who stinks less. This is not
Mm.
prime Klopp Pep, bro. If this was like a normal Pep season, oh my word, we'd have been left in the dust by now. But you can afford results like this because I don't think Arsenal are going to beat Spurs tomorrow. But so you can afford results like this, but we need a purchase and we need a striker because I don't think if Nunez was here, do you think he would have come on?
Yeah, it's so
You think
junk.
so?
Yeah, no, it would have come on because they would have
Oh,
needed because when we was trying to overload the box, they would have definitely brought him on. And just for a bit of aerial presence in there. Would he have scored
yeah.
that? Who knows, blood? I don't know,
He'd have missed the sitter. That's what
but
it
you
is.
know the maddest thing, bro. The chances we end up getting today, if he was getting them, then maybe he gets one. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, you
Maybe.
can't be much worse than Salah today, if
Yeah,
I'm being
bro.
honest. So maybe one of the ones that
I
Salah, the
choose
one that he
not to speak about
skied.
Salah, bro.
Like I'm not trying to scapegoat, but he was never gonna keep up that form. Like he's not Messi, bro. So the form was gonna dip a bit. The form will pick up again, but right now it's a dip, and we need to cope without Salah being on that fake form. So yeah, just incredibly frustrating. A little bit of warning signs because if you congest the middle, you cannot play football because our wide men are not like that. Trent doesn't overlap at all. Like he just doesn't anymore. He just doesn't do that anymore. Oh, and Robertson, yeah, man, yeah, yeah.
Listen, bro, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna get the other guys in, but
Oh,
big up as always, man. Love for the love, bro.
cheers, man, cheers, man.
Cheers. Let me get JP in the building. Big up, bro. Talk to me, man. What's going on
Yeah,
with the team, bro? Another draw.
um, yeah, a little more optimistic with this one. I wanted to go there and not lose, right?
Hmm.
Because I mean, it's a tough one. When I was watching the Man U game, I was expecting to get the 3 points against Man U, and this would have been the slip up. So I'm not off in the calculation if we have been a slip up, right? Because of the way how Nottingham Forest has been playing.
Hmm.
But it just looking a little more gloomy now because the fact that we came off a couple of bad results, like losing to Man U. I mean, drawing with Man U, losing to Tottenham. Not really giving that full performance in the FA Cup, and then we came here and and missed a lot of chances. So for me, going forward into the season, because I
Hmm.
watch your stream a lot, I watch a lot of other Liverpool streams, and we tend to get caught up with form, right?
Hmm.
And we need to understand that when it's coming to crunch time for the season, we have to kick out form out the window and play the
Yeah.
specialist players in their position. And it showed today. Jota came on, one chance. He had a couple of chances, which he
Yeah.
could have buried. But to me, coming into a game, it's difficult to put away those chances because you didn't have a full run of the game, right? So I believe if Jota started in that game, he at least has 2 goals, right? So me going forward, because as I said, in the stream, I'm from the Caribbean,
Hmm.
and we love our football, and there's a lot of banter here in the WhatsApp groups and that kind of stuff and thing. And one of the concerns, one of the problems other fans don't have with me is that I complain when Liverpool don't play their best team, right? So I always say I want my A team to be out on the pitch,
Right.
right? And I'm being honest, and as much as I love Gakpo, um, it showed once we have Jota fit, I prefer Diaz on the left, Jota on top, and Salah. Why I prefer Diaz over Gakpo? Because in a game like this, you saw it, he was non-existent. And to me, Diaz playing on the wing with his little trickery could get a little more outcome than Gakpo, who's very direct. Right? So the midfield, Gravenberch, McAllister, and Szoboszlai. Trent, this is what I need from Trent. I mean, he had a couple of wingers run past him, but for the most part, he did much better.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I want from him. And, you know, the stoppers picking themselves, Kanate, Van Dijk. And again, rotate Robertson and Tsimikas.
Tsimikas has to start now, bro. He has to start now.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a tough one because I trust Robbo in. So like I trust Robbo in a derby because of the energy and the heart that he has. Scotland, you know, that kind of brave heart, you know.
Yeah.
But to me, he's not a starter. So I believe like if you give him a run of games and then you rest him, take him out of the first team a little bit, you give him a little rest, you let Tsimikas do a little deputy work, and then you bring him back in, it will be better for him rather than he starting all the games, right? But Tsimikas did well when he came in, and he deserves, if not to start, but at least to be rotated a lot. And Alisson in goal. So once we have that side out where Gakpo could come off the bench, you have Curtis Jones coming off the bench. I don't think we're selling Nunes, but I mean, energy-wise, he has pace. You know, we're not going to get scoring, but he will come on and do the dog work and the fight. We have Chiesa. I really wanted to see Chiesa, and there's a bold move to see Chiesa for Salah in the last 5 because of how Salah was finishing at goal. Well, not finishing his chances at goal, but to me personally, once we put out our A side, I call there because you saw it with Jota boy. He came on, and in the space of those little minutes he got, I think wasn't it 3 chances?
Yeah, he had the
chances
goal, the fake shot, and then the keeper made himself big, and then the other one, the volley when he came out to him.
Yeah, and no disrespect to Diaz. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If something works because someone is in form, you have to give credit. But for the past couple of games, we've seen the reality that Diaz is not the guy. I mean, as I said before, I watch other YouTube streams, you know, people say, well, Diaz is supposed to be in there, you know, Jota has to be on the bench now. I prefer, no. We need the specialists in their positions, especially in this crunch time, because we have a tough game again. I think it's Saturday against Brentford. That one is a must-win. That game
has to be.
is a must-win, right? So Diaz has to play left, Jota has to start, and we go back with the same. I think he will bring in Tsimikas. I'm not sure. Maybe bring in Jones. Maybe bringing Jones for McAllister with the performance that he gave today. But I'm not sure. Sabo was running like a dog, so he may make some changes. But once we go with our full strength side and we go with the specialist position, I'm not worried. I'll only get worried if we start to put Jones in a 10, put Diaz to play forward, you know, Gravenberch I saw play stopper. So why I'm optimistic is because, you know, we getting back players from injury. Konate is just coming back. Szoboszlai coming back. Jota coming back. So after this Brentford game, get the win, and then going forward, we have a couple of easy fixtures coming up. After the Brentford game, well, I'm not saying any game is easy, but it's more manageable because you're playing them at Anfield and that kind of stuff and things. So get the specialists in, and I'm not worried. I'm not worried just as yet.
No, fair. All right, then, my bro, man. Big up, man. Well said, man. Big up. Paul, talk to me, man. What are you saying?
Long time, mate. How you doing?
Long time. Good, man. Good. Just
Good.
chilling, bro. Wanted to hear what
Yeah.
you guys are saying today, man. Instead of me waffling on.
Oh, what?
Nah, because I wanted.
I have been saying this some time.
Do you know what it is,
Robertson
Paul?
needs to. Both
There's a
fullbacks need
couple
to
of
go.
players,
Fat.
Paul. There's a couple of players that every time I speak about, they said I don't like. So I'm just seeing what everyone else has to say today. That's all it is.
Right. If it hasn't been noticed before, Robertson needs to go. I'm sorry, his time is up. Just needs to go, or he needs to be seeing bench next season, and get a decent left back who can actually defend and can actually know his positioning, and can read the game, but can also attack as well. But I knew this game was going to be a difficult game. They're a tough nut to crack, and we have to. When you play teams like that, you need all the creativity you can. When we lack creativity, it took us. We didn't get one shot on target in the first half. That is disgraceful. One shot on target in the first half. I mean, this is a team that's been tearing up every team in the league so far this season, and we can't get one shot and goal in the first half. Yeah, that's disappointing. Luckily, second half we got our act together, and started creating some chances. Should have made his substitutions sooner, in my personal opinion. If we'd have brought on those the substitutes sooner, we might have won the game. We could have won the game quite easily. In fact, but,
honestly, just watching the way the boys played today, it wasn't like a bad performance in terms of like I was pissed off with some of the things. It was more just the wastefulness of the team. It was just like we just got bullied again in that first half. We were just allowing them to just drag us off the ball, kick us off the ball, barge into the back of our.
We've got to be tough in that position. The referee's
man.
not always going to give you the decision that you deserve. But
exactly.
You've got to be tougher. You've got to be able to stand up to it. Social metal, fight back. If they're kicking you, kick them back. You know what I mean?
We were just spending a bit more time complaining to the ref instead of just getting on with it. Yes, he did let a few ones go where I'm like, nah, ref, come on, man.
Yeah.
You're making it, I don't mind where you was trying to take the game in making it like even and making the game just flow. But there's moments when you're like, come on, ref, let's, you know what I mean? Let's stop letting them kick our players now. But he was just
the problem is we're too nice. We're too nice. We've got to stop being too nice. If they're kicking you, then kick them back. Sometimes some games are going to be a street fight. You know what I mean? There's going to be a tear up. So you have to be prepared to be able to take part in that tear up. Can't mess around. Also in the first half, going back to the first half, we were slow in our passing, ponderous, slow. We took too long to actually make passes and make decisions, and that was the reason why we didn't get any shots of goal and create any chances. Second half, we were a bit better, and that game was for the taking once we equalised.
100%.
Yeah, it was for the taking. We could have won that game if you had made those substitutions sooner. In my view.
No, 100%. I think it, and the other one as well. I think Chiesa should have come on, man. I don't know. Like he's on the bench, and you're like, right, that's a tricky customer.
He's done.
Confidence from his goal on the weekend or midweek. Like, you know what I mean? He got a goal. Throw him in. Just like last 10, especially when he went to 90 and you're like, right, there's 7 minutes left.
I would have put Dan's on.
See what happens.
I would have put Dan's on rather than Nunes for the last 10.
Nunes wasn't even on the bench, bro. He was suspended. So.
Yeah, you should have put him on the bench then. That's what I mean. I would have put Dan's on. He's got a goal behind him. He's got the confidence. He's got more confidence from that game than Nunes did, in my personal opinion. He's in a richer reign of form than Nunes ever was. So, and that was for 15 minutes of the game.
Who was your worst player on the pitch or players?
Say again?
Who was the worst player on the pitch for you or players?
Oh God, I've got to go with Robbo, and I've got to go with Salah as well. Salah wasn't at his best today, in my personal opinion.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, and he wasn't even that good against United as well, in my personal view. So
yeah, I don't know, man. All right, Paul. Big up to you, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, mate. You take
Always,
care.
Look after yourself. You too. All right, John, you ready? Yeah, John. Big up, John, bro. What you saying,
No,
man?
big up. But can you hear me? I've got my AirPods on,
You
so
all good, man. Can hear you nice,
calm.
loud, and clear, bro.
Yeah,
No
same, man.
glitching.
Big up the chat as well. Big up the chat always. Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man. I had to have I had to have a shower after that game, bro, because I was hot. I wasn't happy with what I was watching, particularly in the first half. I
Hmm.
just think we didn't turn up. I just think we weren't like we knew what kind of game we were gonna receive tonight. That's my thing. And you gotta be able to be ready for the fight. Even in the duels, there were so many duels that were lost. And like Paul said, shout out to Paul, like there was just no fight. Like there was just no like attitude, like just too much complaining and not enough like get back. Do you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Now the forward line I've probably shared this opinion on your show quite a few times. Like they don't move me like everyone else. I thought out the three, I thought Gakpo was the one that was trying.
Hmm.
I thought Salah was just dreadful. I just that's the most dreadful game I've seen Salah in a long time. I don't even think he's been in the best form for like the last couple of games anyway. But that was his worst game. He didn't offer nothing. He couldn't get past Nico Williams. Like it was bad. And Diaz is like I don't know where to start with Diaz. I get obviously he wasn't playing his preferred left side position,
Yeah.
but again, you're a forward player. I'm expecting you when you're playing for Liverpool to make key decisions. And
Hmm.
that key moment in the first half, bro, you got to pass that to Gakpo, bro. It's such a simple pass. And Gakpo's finishing that all day.
I know it
Do you know what I'm
was. You
saying?
could tell, man. He was about to
You could
put his.
tell you know
Yeah, you
what's that?
could
You
tell
can
he was
actually
about to
tell when
line that.
do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like I'm looking at those four players apart from Salah, I'm thinking, bro, like I don't want to spend too much talking about that, but for me, they could be upgraded on. There's players I'll bring in right now to like if Diaz and any of them man left this window, I promise you right now, I'm not losing sleep. I'm not losing sleep, bro. But
But the problem is they will mention to you like GAs and stuff like that.
I don't. No, 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 no.
I
See,
agree
see,
with you. I agree, bro.
see.
Sometimes go on,
See,
go on.
see, the thing with all that GA talk, yeah, it's all well and cute, but when
Mm.
the evidence is there, gaming to let you know that some of these men are purple patch players, bro. When there's guys out there like in Wormo for 2 seasons now in the Prem, prove Semenyo doing his thing. Like we can't as fans, yeah, to up our own horn at certain players because they're playing for certain clubs.
Mm.
Just remind yourself of the players who brought us success for the last 5 years. Yeah, where did they come from? Where did they come from?
Southampton, Southampton and the Broads, and some of them man they came from Newcastle. We got Genie from, you know what I mean.
Bro,
And them man they came from low end teams, bro.
you know what I'm
Henderson
saying?
came
Like
from a low team. Virgil
this is what
came
I'm,
from a low team. Robbo
this is
came
what I'm
from a
saying.
low team.
This is what I'm
Canate,
saying.
so yeah, they're lower team than us. Canate when he came, they were lower team.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Roma, they
So
bigger club than Liverpool. No, so they come. He came from a lower team. So they all didn't come from these mad clubs where you're like, raw, these men are mad
now,
ballers.
now
Firmino, low team.
check it. How ironic is it? The moment we go for a marquee signing, he ends up being the most injury-prone player and just doesn't turn out to. He just like people are now like living off his highlight reels. I'm not gonna get onto him because he's gone. So
Hmm. Is John frozen, bro? Man about to mention some crazy kids a comment now and then they just froze him up. I'll bring you down, John, until you're back, till it sorts out. Let's see what you guys are saying, man. Guys, the link is in the chat if you want to jump in, man. I'm not going to stay here for too long, to be fair. Just wanted to see what you guys had to say, bro. I'll chop it up I think I'll chop it up better tomorrow, man, because, yeah, I need to just digest what I saw today. Maybe just look back at a few bits so it's not reactionary at times, you know what I mean? But yeah, nah, man, the attack today, But on hindsight, everything's on hindsight though. You're like, if Jota started, then yeah, possibly he scores the goals, possibly I don't know on hindsight. But he come on in the right moment at the right time, scored the goal, and then after that he had a couple of good chances, really good chances, maybe to put us in the lead, and we didn't. Gakpo had a good shot, could have scored, should have scored probably. Couple of like loose crosses as well, man. I feel like the deliveries to the back post. When do we score from doing that anyway, bro? Like, how often, you guys in the chat, how often do we score when we whip the ball when Cody cuts in and whips it to the back post, or when Mo cuts in and whips it to the back? Do we score often doing that? Or do we score often just doing the simple things, the overlaps, and all of those kind of things? John, you back?
Yo,
Yeah, you
can you hear me?
froze. Yeah, you froze.
Oh, my bad. I was still talking.
Yeah, no, you froze. That's why I brought you down. You froze in a mad
Nah,
compromising position, bro. But go on,
yeah,
carry on.
nah, I don't. Well, I think I was touching on base when
You were
second
about to
half.
mention Chiesa, I think, and then you paused from that point.
Right. So here's my thing with Chiesa. I think this is my only criticism of Slot tonight, where I feel like when your best player is not, or your best players are not having a good game, this is where I need the manager to now make. I can't really use this term because I'm in the yard, but I need you to kind of step up and not be afraid to make certain decisions and bring off Salah when you see him having a poor game, and just have that faith in Chiesa. Because all we like, I just think that, don't get me wrong, like, I feel that the signing so far, he's been a scrub, but
No, okay, he hasn't played.
but when you can tell that there's a player there for the games that he has played, you can tell all he needs is that little bit of faith. He needs just that little bit of faith. Like Salah had a poor game today. He had a poor game. I don't see what would have been the issue in bringing on Chiesa, because it's not, because the thing is with me, I kind of got even more frustrated when he brought on Jones, and Jones didn't do absolutely nothing. I don't know what the purpose in was bringing Jones, with it to keep the ball. I don't know. Like, there's plenty of other players of us that can do the same job. We're in a position where we need to go. We need to win this game. I'm sure Chiesa could have been a good threat coming from the bench,
Honestly,
but
bro, you could even worst case scenario, even if you left Mo on to just I don't know, whatever you're thinking he might end up doing, maybe score.
Yeah.
Even if you just took off Cody, bro, or do you know what I mean? Like, just took and then just give him the opportunity. You leave on the guy that you trust the most, which is Mo, right? Even if he's having a stinker, and I think he should have been the sub. If you're gonna do that and go, I'm gonna stick with that guy. At least go. Do you know what, Cody, brother? It's not working. Come on, let me put Chiesa on that side and get that ball to Chiesa and see what he's about. In it, bro.
The crazy thing is, like, Cody wasn't even the worst forward on the pitch. It was clearly Salah. So for me, he should have been the one to come off. I just feel like it's just unfortunate with Chiesa, because I feel like his situation is kind of, it does remind me of when we bought Robbie Keane, and Rafa didn't rate Robbie Keane like that, but then whenever Robbie Keane started, Keane scored goals. But the minute he went back to Tottenham, you could kind of, it was kind of ironic that from there we kind of fell away. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, going forward, I feel like if Chiesa's on the bench, then that tells me he's clearly fit to play him. So play him. Let's just see what's the worst that can happen. 30 mil, like, come on, man. But
you know what? I'm gonna bring in the other two, because I'm gonna wrap it up in about 5 minutes. I've got some stuff to do, so I'll bring in Carl and Vel as well in the building. Guys, you there?
Yeah, man.
Big up, man. Big up. I'm gonna wrap it up in 5, so we might as well just finish off the show, all of us, and chop it
That's
up.
cool.
But you guys jump in, talk, man. Let me know. I saw your comment in the back. Cody goes to the second half. Didn't notice him until the 87th minute.
Yeah, generally, it's just like watching that second half, it was like, bro, Cody's still on the pitch. I didn't even realize. I'm just watching the game, yeah. I was like, it's not like he's played. I didn't realize it. Yeah, but going to this game, I felt like draw was a fair result at the end, because didn't think. I think both teams cancelled each other out. I think there was at one point it was end to end. So you draw, and it's disappointing because the first goal was very much avoidable. And the two people I'm blaming the most are Salah and Alisson. Because Salah pulls out of a 50-50. Like, this is why I don't like. I'll cuss you man out if you pull out a 50-50 because you should not let that happen. He didn't do that once. He did that 3 times in the game, which very annoyed me. And then Alisson, I think the injury has got to him. Like his dives he's making, man. His dive is so slow in slow motion, but he's diving like Aaron Ramsdale. Like something's up with him. Like maybe it's just the injury. He's afraid to get injured again. But I think the good thing is we've got Mamadashvili coming in next season, so that probably relieves the pressure of him. Yeah, I thought the first half we were very poor. Second half we started a bit better. Then it wasn't working. Slot made the correct substitution, bringing on Tsimikas and Konate. No, sorry, not correct. Jota. Because Konate and Robertson, defensively they were solid, but going forward they weren't offering anything. So it's good that we made those 2 substitutions. Brought on them, we put pressure on them. And then after that, it's just like we bring on Jones, which is right. I feel like you do bring on Jones for Diaz to reassure the midfield, but my concern was we had 2 more subs. You could have used those to bring on Elliot or Chiesa, because I think Szoboszlai, especially like the previous week, what I'm hearing, this is why I don't take this fan base serious, because when they prop up someone, you have to have the back for it.
Facts.
And you guys talking about energy, first touch, he'll break the lines, he'll do this, but Szoboszlai didn't do any of that today. Now he was poor, man.
Very poor.
And today, Salah as well. Nico Williams, who's a right back playing left back, pocketed you today. Yeah, it's like here's the thing, like he has had these types of performances where he stinks up but will get a GA. But when he doesn't get a GA, it's bad. Like,
but that's bro. That's I don't know how long you've been watching this channel for, yeah. But whenever we have like after a game and we do the reaction, I always speak about the performances. But sometimes everyone's like, nah, you always have an issue with Salah. Don't. I'm just saying, like, you can notice the game. You're watching the game and seeing that he's not running past no one. He's not doing nothing. But then he'll score. And I respect it. I'll take that. But at the same time, we're here to speak about how the players do, right? Because the energy isn't the same for other people. We don't go, oh, after the one mistake, let's forget about it. Let's just carry on because the rest of the game was good. Most fans will stick to that one mistake or those couple of mistakes. But when it comes to other players, the preferred players, the players that they love more, they don't want to hear that side of it. And it's not a knock. It's just for this particular game. So for this particular game, you suck, bro, today. But the next game, if you do well, then we give you your praise and your flowers. But every time you speak about these players, bro, it's just, yeah, it's mad, bro. Like,
not only to criticize, like Salah does deserve criticism today. Sorry, but yeah, he does deserve criticism today, and it's fine. Like, I have my favorite player. Robertson's my favorite player, but I can admit that he is no longer the same guy he was before.
Oh,
and it's easy to point that out.
We badly.
Yeah, going forward, he was horrendous.
We badly need a new left back. Or 2 left backs.
Watching here's the thing, because my preferred player for left back plays Forest, Murillo. I think we can mold him to a left back. Because I think the way he could get up forward, he's very good at set pieces, strong, physical, very good on the ball. I think that's the type of player we need at Liverpool.
Yeah, try to get him in. Showed up today, man.
Yeah.
Also,
go on.
What's both of your thoughts on? Because again, I still, even though we signed Szoboszlai, we have Jones, we have Elliot, I still sit here and say that the type of 10, I mean, at least the type of 10 I feel like we need, we are continuously lacking, because with Szoboszlai, it's like an area, and it's a recurring critique I have of him every single game. Because for me, I'm thinking, okay, this is his first start back in the Prem.
Yeah.
Give us a reason. Remind us why we missed you. And he couldn't even give us that. In areas where I'm thinking, bruv, shoot. because we know you got a right.
And he had the one shot, bro. When he did the shot,
Yeah, but-
people were scrambling,
Bro.
bro.
I disagree, man. It was the type of game. There was no space in midfield for him to run into, because if he's just running running the way he does, he's running into
I
bodies.
disagree.
He's not
I
asking
disagree,
about
bro.
running,
There
bro.
was-
He's asking
Okay,
about
but
the
when there was times where he could have let fly and shot, he kept the ball for way too long, similar to what Jones does, and it's just pass, and then there's no end product within that move. Take a chance, because we know he's got a right.
To me, that happened later in the game after we score that goal around the 75, 77. I agree. To that point, I do agree with you. There should have been more. There should have been more creativity, whatever it is, maybe taking shots, maybe trying to take on a man. I do agree with that. But the thing is, Soboslai is the perfect midfielder for us until we change the shape of the midfield. That means that a Gravenberch is no longer the 6. Or even we put McAllister as a 10 now. So until we change how the composition of that midfield, I think Soboslai is the perfect guy in that system, or even in that trio of midfielders, because he's the leg. He's the leg. He's the physical guy. And then no matter how much we say, oh, we don't miss him, he didn't show that we missed him for the last couple of games. But every single time he's not on the field and he's not playing, we can clearly see that we need someone like him in the field. And I think until we change that composition of midfielders that we have at the club, he's always going to be needed.
Yeah, I think there's certain games where you do need a Soboslai to run around and do it.
I think we need him all the time. As long as we have this composition of midfielders,
Okay,
we'll
if that's
always need him.
if that's the
We'll
case,
always need
if
that
that's the case,
physicality.
if that's the case, he didn't show no physicality today. I think he was getting bopped off the ball way too long, and in games, hold on, in games where it's tight spaces, you need that player who can play them cute passes. We don't have that.
Yes, the issue is not necessarily Soboslai. The issue is the other two of their football profile. Again, I'm not coming at them because they're bad or they're not better than
What did
Soboslai.
McAllister and Gravenberch do to you today, bro?
No, I'm not saying they do. They done nothing to me. I'm just saying
But
that's
you're saying the
football
profile of the other two, bro. Like it feels like you're throwing them under the bus to prop up your guy.
They can't do both of them can't do what Soboslai does. None of them can do it. Not one of them can do it.
What is it that he does that they can't do?
You got McAllister, who's a fire hydrant. He's a fire hydrant, and then you got you got Gravenberch. Yes, he's great. He's great, silky, and he's long, and then he reads the game properly. But he's more of a read and react. While Soboslai, he chase. He's just physical. That's all there's to it.
So Gravenberch isn't physical today. I see Gravenberch throwing man off the ball today.
Bro, Gravenberch, was he not playing centre back at some point?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
What were we doing?
You means act like when
exactly, honestly, man. Man's tripping, bro.
When
100%, bro.
Gravenberch defend.
You're tripping, Carl, today, blood. Maybe
No,
lack
I'm
of
not
sleep.
tripping,
I'll
man.
throw it down
You
on the lack
saying
of sleep.
man.
No, I'll throw it down on the lack of sleep.
No, I hear Carl's point about like the 10 needs to be physical, but at the same time, I need to see some end product, because if you look at this season, Soboslai and Jones are on the same amount of GA, and Soboslai has played more games in the 10. Soboslai needs to do better in terms of end product, because why do we buy him for RB Leipzig in the first place? Because of his set pieces, his shooting, his assisting, everything. That's what we need for him.
What could he have done better in today's game?
He has that freedom. When you're playing it with Salah on the side, I don't think you have that.
Then don't pass to him, bro. Shoot.
Thank you.
I don't think he has that kind of freedom.
Shoot. Don't pass to him.
There's freedom. I'm going to give you an example. Man United early this season, he had the ball in the edge of the box. He could have shot it first time, but did like 10 cutbacks and decided to shoot in the end. is him as a player that he's not doing what he's good at. In his first season at Liverpool, he was shooting every
You
opportunity
didn't care
he
about
got.
he was just shooting.
Yeah, and that's
His,
what I
fir-
liked about him.
his first goal against what, Villa, the second
Left
goal
footed.
against Leicester. That's the Szoboszlai we need to see. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's the player that we brought to come to ultimately be
Yeah,
like our answer to like a KDB
yeah. But to
type of
tell the
player. Do you
truth,
get what I'm
I
saying?
think as long as Salah is in the squad, he will always defer to Salah. I just think it's just
Salah is the problem then.
I'm not saying Salah is the problem. I'm saying Salah is his is his pole. You know, it's his pole. He's always looking for him, always looking to play it wide and I don't know, recycle it to him to wide. I think that's his issue. I think he's looking for Salah. I think the moment that he no longer have to look for Salah anymore, maybe we might see a different Szoboszlai, a more adventurous Szoboszlai.
That the
Because
Szoboszlai performance against Spurs, that's what I want. Because
Thank you.
he was looking for everyone else. He's like, okay, I'm going to feed you to Diaz. I'm going to feed it to Gakpo. I'm going to feed it to everyone. He had end product. He was getting by, use his pace and
that game was
getting
too
the
wide
button.
open though. That game was way too wide open. It was too wide. I mean, the Spurs were just dumb to
But
try to play
even
that
as a
way.
number 10, number 10s are usually the ones that will break the lines. Those are the ones that will create something out of nothing. If you look at Martin Odegaard for Arsenal, maybe not this season, but his overall career at Arsenal, he could pick those passes for tight spaces. Morgan Gibbs White, did you see how many men we were pressing him and he still got past the thing?
Tino.
That's what stops.
Hey G, I'm about to wrap up the stream, blood.
Sorry, bro. I've just been a little bit
Yeah,
busy.
I'm about to wrap it up. Now listen, guys, I gotta wrap it up because I've got to literally run and get some stuff done for tomorrow, man. But guys, man, listen, it's crazy, man. We didn't get the points, or we got 1 point. We didn't get the 3. It means we're 7 points if we win our game in hand. But at the moment, man, we keep giving up these points, but we got Brentford away. That we have to win that one now. There's no excuses now. It has to just be.
That is for sure. We have to find we have to find a way to win that game. But again, I don't think we play. I think we had a good game plan today. I just think that Nottingham checkmate us too early into the game. I think we had a good game plan to win a 1-0 game. I just think that Forest just checkmate us by scoring that goal, and then that put us behind, and we had to play a different kind of football, and a football that suits.
Do you know the beautiful part of today, right? Is realizing like it doesn't matter about missed chances, it's just who misses it. But we'll leave it on that note. I'll be back tomorrow 10 p.m. guys. I'll be back tomorrow 10 p.m. and we'll chop it up. We'll chop it up. We'll chop it up tomorrow, guys, man. Listen, I'll digest it, look back at the game, I'll see what's going on, I'll try and get the man them available, and we'll chop it up, man. Maybe there's things we missed, maybe there's things we overlooked. But guys, love for the love as always, man. Smash the like, share the video, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. G, I'll phone you quick, yeah?